Hello everybody and welcome to another flight in this beautiful plane, the CJ3 Plus by LivToAir. I'm really starting to like this plane. It's becoming one of my favourites. Anyway, the reason for this flight today is I was going to try and do a multi-leg for one of my VAs that's within FSHub, and it's the one I started with all along when I was flying on my Xbox, and they've got a multi-leg one called the August Golfer. And this was right up my alley because I play golf on my Quest 2 VR. So I thought, yeah, a private jet and golfing with my VR, this is perfect. So without further ado, I'm going to complete this first one, and it's going to take the plane to the FedEx Jude Championship. And as you can see, I've got a wee tick here, so the flight must have been successful. But without further ado, let's get into it then, shall we? Well, first things first. Let's get the plane set up. Yep. So you're going. I'm not going to do this all the time, but I thought in this wee video here, I'll show you my process of what I tend to do on a daily basis. Don't always use the dispatch mode, but in this situation, I think what I was trying to do is get all the what do you call it, the flight plan and everything into the aeroplane and get it all configured. So I just decided I'll use that and I'll use SimBrief to pull all the data through, and it should set up my weights and everything for me. All hunky dory. I'm starting to get a few memory items going here. So without my checklist, this is me. Set myself up, get the battery and everything on, get my emergency lights on. I can take dispatch mode off because I'm doing all that, and I can set myself up. So you'll see when I bring up the checklist later on that I zoom past all that because it's memory items that I'm configuring in my brain. And I have got somebody connected up, so you can do this on the Xbox too. You can actually sign in your SimBrief and everything as well. And the wee tablet works perfectly as what I had. I think I've got another video out there before of me actually flying it on the Xbox, which is fine. So I don't know why this doesn't want to import. I'm having slight problems here. So let's just do it manually. I think we'll bother talking through that, just let that enter in. It's a very simple flight plan to go by anyway, so it should be fine. Won't take me very long to do it. Just one wee waypoint. So if I go back to my notes here just a second. Yep. So I don't think we really need a waypoint, and I think it's all done by the sitting stars. So I think that's why I decided to just do it this way. Because they sort of all just join onto each other, which is perfect. Sure, there's a star coming up shortly. No, there is this one waypoint, and apologies, forget about that. I've recorded quite a few videos and they're all rolling into one each other into my head now. So I'll need to start getting into the motion of recording as I actually fly and actually speaking as I actually fly instead of doing a voiceover again. But in this instance, it was a voiceover because I was testing things out of recording and working out what I was going to do, whether I was going to use my laptop to record or I was going to make the PC record along with flying. So it was a bit of a trial and run error, and that's the reason for my voices over as well. So bear with me while I set this up. It's not in any way a tutorial of how to sort this in the Garmin. Sure, everybody by now knows how to work these. I say it's like the first go-to, isn't it, before you go into the big airliners and with the big FMS systems and all that. I can do the FMS, it's just a plane. I'm slightly still learning, but this plane's doing fantastic jobs for me at the moment, and this is what I'm sticking with. I think that all looks good, as far as I remember. And me editing ahead of time here. I think, as far as I know, that was a flight plan sorted, yep. Just put the weight and balance in, because you just need to type that in again. And you get that from the tablet, which is fantastic. Well, close that door while I'm in the process, because it's going to ask me to do that again in a minute anyway. You just need to put in total number of packs and what weight they are, and just the total baggage. That's all you really need. It'll work out everything else for you. So that's what I'm doing at this stage. Like I said, I'll cut all this out in future, unless you put down in the comments saying that you actually like all this. You like to see what I'm flying with and me setting up, because in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really take a lot to set this plane up to start flying, so it's not a long checklist, should we say. This is just the initial initialization part that I'm doing, that I'm going to be asked to do later on anyway, so just make sure everything's all hunky-dory, and let's just see what our V-speeds are today. Nice and low, so perfect. Cool. That all looks hunky-dory. Everything's all got the green tick. Let's initialize that, and then it's on to checklist time. You'll see me zooming through all this because my memory items in my head, I've done it all. So zoom, 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 zoom. We've got the GPU connected, we've done everything there, we've done the initialization page, we're perfect. Making sure that everything else here is all okay. I think that's all hunky-dory. Shut the door so I'm fine. So here we go, let's start her up. See, I told you the process is nice and easy. So we just wait for the N1 and I usually let the N2 get to maybe 12, 15, and then I introduce the fuel, and that starts it up, and that starts that master caution off. It's just because we're starting the engine and we've not got the generator on yet, so we're alright, don't worry. So while that's spooling up, keep my eye on everything. I'll set up my Garmin for flying, and I'm sure on this flight we go up to, I can't remember what the flight level is on this one. I think it was quite high, to be fair, because I think ATC, my memory right, was trying to tell me it was too high, and I tell it to decrease. I'm sure I do. I've done that in a few flights, but I think that's round about this. So is this at flight 210 I do on this one? Maybe? I don't know, I can't remember. Right, so engine 1 started. Let's start up engine 2. Same process. IT N2 get to about 12, 15 and get M1 spilling and the ITT going. Fuel in and go. Let that spill itself up. To the roar of the engines. I like it. See, it's all that kind of atmosphere that I like of starting things up from cold and dark. It's better than just starting on the runway. Get to do things at the same time. You do. Now, I think this is what I was trying to do here, find out from my barrel as well. So you can see there part of my flight was there. I should actually import that flight into ATC. I hope I do. I think I have, because the flight seems to be all hunky-dory sitting there at the moment. I think that's me changing the flight level to what it says. My original reason for coming in the tablet was to get a barrel. Do everything but. Of course I do. Why? But yeah. Like I said, I'll cut all this out in future, I think, for a while. So you're not getting bombarded with all the setup. Unless you've mentioned down below that you like it, and I'll continue keeping it in. But for me personally flying, I'm going to be starting this way anyway, so. Nav on. Oops, that's it just telling me that I've kept batteries and engines on too long without the generator, and I've not switched off my GPU because I'm too busy doing everything else and not going back to my checklist. And it will tell me to put the air source on both when we're up in the air, well, close to there. I've been caught out before with that as well. I've left it off and I've been in there and they're saying, no, you need it on for this temperature. I've been caught out once too many with that, but there we go, we've got the engine started. All we need to do now is just make sure passengers have got their seatbelts and things on, get the taxi lights on and everything. I think we're all hunky-dory with the controls and flaps. Have I got flaps down? Nope, just doing it just now. Indicating 15, perfect. There we're done, we've done the takeoff data, we're ready to rock and roll and get taxiing. Alright then, so let's ask ATC for our taxi instructions and get ourselves to the runway then. Should have done this a wee bit earlier on,
delivery.
but
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra I-4 to Memphis. Ready to copy.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is cleared to Memphis Airport via the Tango Romeo India 9er departure, Yankee transition, runway 5 right. Climb via SID maintain 6,000 expect flight level for 1010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 124.35, squawk 2404.
Cleared to Memphis via the Tango Romeo India 9er departure, Yankee transition, runway 5 right. Climb via SID maintain 6,000 expect flight level for 1010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 124.35, squawk 2404. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.9er. Good day.
Let my co-pilot do all the ATC stuff just
Greensboro
now.
ground. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra with
Alpha
Charlie,
Sierra
ready to taxi
X-Ray
I-4.
Golf Sierra. Taxi 2 and hold short of runway 5, right using taxiway Delta. Contact tower on 119.1 when ready.
I moved myself on the ramp before I actually get the
Taxi
clearance
2 and hold
because
short runway
you're allowed
5
to
right
move
via
within
taxiway
the
Delta.
ramp area.
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
You're just not allowed to go out into the taxiways without ATC telling you so. So I did get myself started and configured on there. And I deliberately put myself at this ramp because the taxiway here is going to be very, very short. Simply just for video purposes. So here we are, at the runway already. I told you it was short. That's why I picked that ramp area in the first place. Whether it was the right parking spot to use, I don't know, but that's where we were parking. It was nice and easy for video
Greensboro
purposes.
Tower. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra ready for departure. Runway 5 right IFR to Memphis.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Altimeter 3035. Cleared for takeoff runway 5 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 5 right. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra.
See me do my memory items again from the checklist, switching the lights and the petals, the heats and everything on. So you'll see, maybe as we get into the air, me zooming past all that again. I'm starting to get the checklist constantly in my brain that I'm going ahead of time now. It's becoming a routine, which is quite good because maybe that's what should happen. Right, well, I think we're actually all hunky-dory. Let's get ourselves on takeoff power and let's get rolling, and off we go. I've lifted off. I might have lifted off just a slight wee bit early there, but we're in the air, we're okay.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, contact Greensboro departure on 124.35. Good day.
I don't normally get that warning
X-Ray
all the
Golf
time.
Sierra, acknowledge last transmission.
I think it was just in this situation,
124.35
some
for
sort of
X-Ray Golf
configuration,
Sierra.
or me taking off a wee bit too early and going the ETA, the pitch of the plane, going up too far. I don't know, I think that's what I was
Greensboro
getting
departure.
because I was climbing
Alpha
too
Sierra
fast.
X-Ray Golf Sierra is at 3,700 climbing 6,000.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra. Greensboro departure, altimeter 3035. Radar contact. Continue to Golf Sierra Oscar.
Don't worry, future videos
X-ray
won't have
Golf
that
Sierra.
little alarm.
Climb and maintain flight level 410.
No, we're not
Climb
going
and maintain
410.
flight level 410. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Get that decreased straight away, shall we?
Greensboro departure. X-Ray Golf Sierra. Request flight level 310.
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Climb and maintain flight level 310. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
And again, here we go with this buzzer. I think it was something to do with my configuration and my weights and everything.
Greensboro departure. X-Ray Golf Sierra. Request flight level 210.
I don't normally get it. It's
X-ray
definitely
Golf Sierra.
pilot error, so don't
Climb and
worry.
maintain flight level 210.
Don't worry, everybody. That's definitely me.
Climb and maintain flight level 210. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Should have my throttles in the MCT, which will put it into climb. There's 3 different stages really on this throttle. It's not really MCT, but the takeoff position, there's back down to climb, there's a cruise, and then anything below cruise is like manual, which you can see here.
124.05 for X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I'll update my throttle checklist.
Washington Center.
Got me day
Alpha
10 on
Sierra
my
X-Ray Golf Sierra is at
physical
9,300
to make
climbing flight
them
level
go down.
210.
So fingers crossed I should be in, and it should tell you at the top left
Alpha
hand
Sierra
corner
X-Ray
of the
Golf
throttle
Sierra.
showing that it's in
Washington
climb.
Center. Altimeter 3034. Radar contact. Continue to Golf Sierra Oscar.
Take landing lights and things off. Right, well, I think we're underway. Heading off to FedEx Championship. What I'm doing here, maybe I'm just double checking on things, I don't know, but I do switch us over so we can see where we are on the map. could open Navigraph, I suppose, and let you see it that way as well, but let's just use the plane's features. I thought I'd lost my plane, but I actually realised I'm not actually on configuration
X-ray
yet.
Golf,
Yeah,
Sierra,
I'm there.
contact Atlanta Center on 128.8. Good day.
We're heading round and onto plan.
128.8 for X-ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah then.
Atlanta Center. Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra is at 13,600 climbing flight level 210.
Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra, Atlanta Center, altimeter 3035, radar contact. Continue to Golf Sierra Oscar.
That's another thing I like about this plane as well. The views are fantastic out these windows. It's great. I can get to see quite a bit. So I'm configuring chase plane at the same time. With different buttons here and there. Which is what I'm going into just now. But I haven't set them up correctly. I've not saved them and sorted them yet, but because it's still the beta version. But this is where my passengers are going to sit. In my view. I'm just getting them some grip, because we're supposed to take care of these people going to the professional golfers. So let's just take care of them and we'll give them a little burger. There's some juice as well. It's just the one flavour of juice you get in this plane. But this is me trying to close that wee cubby door, and every time I try and grab the point to close it, it interacts with the chair as well. There's nothing in that drawer. I know there's sweeties in this drawer, so let's just give them a couple of sweets at the same time. That lot will do. Perfect. So they all should be sorted, so let's get this door shut. I think this is where I change all my views and everything. The actual wee bit for the handle is round the other side of, they've got two juices, oh well. See, just right there, but I keep on hitting my them. You see that? So I'm going to get a view set up, I think, that I can get myself into this bit easily. I think that's what I'm planning on doing. But there you go. They've got their burger, they've got their sweets, they've got their juice. They're all sorted. We're hunky-dory, climbing away, out the road. So while they're settling in, let me just double checking everything my plane's doing. Everything okay? Oops. Let's just open the window for them first, actually. Sorry, I forgot I did that. There you go, just so you can see. Do it yourselves if you like. Okay, plane's all hunky-dory. We all look good. Put my standard barrel on now, I think. Yep, I think we're looking fan-dabba-dozy. There's a little flight. I'm not going to bore you with the full flight all the way through, because let's face it, I'm already 20 minutes into this video talking about how to set it up, so let's not make it any longer than it should be, and let's get underway then. Hello. Let's tuck into this burger then, shall we? Let's just do it. Let's eat some of it. Make sure they're eating some. See what they can see out their windows and things. Drink the juice as well at the same time.
X-ray Golf, Sierra contact Atlanta Center on 127.85. Good day.
127.85, X-Ray Golf Sierra. Atlanta Center, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, flight level 210.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Atlanta Center. Radar contact, continue.
Okay then, we seem to be rocking and rolling. So, since we've stuck ourselves with some juice,
Moxie 217, descend and maintain flight level 210.
let's go and visit down here then, shall we? I've actually forgotten how to shut this door.
Descend
I
and
know you can
maintain
do it.
flight level 210, Moxie 217.
This is what I take forever to do, because I can't actually remember how you actually pull it across.
Piedmont 6121, you are 400 below
that's
your
it.
assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
So we'll just use our simulation ghost kind of way and just walk through that wall. Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I can get myself out. There we go. Right. Aha! Right, yeah, I'm sorted now. So let's just get the door shut. I'm not going to do anything in here, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm just like, you see. Here we go. I've done this in the video beforehand. Can't remember if I have or not. There you go, there's the Jaxies. We've done our business. Let's get over that. Yeah, I thought there was something else in there, but maybe there isn't. But who knows. Right, let's get out of here before I embarrass myself anymore. Return to our seats. Down. Enjoy this beautiful view and see closer to the downward approach, I think.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, maintain present altitude.
Maintain present altitude, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
Yeah.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, descend and maintain 11,000.
Descend and maintain 11,000, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, descend and maintain 10,000.
Descend and maintain 10,000, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, descend and maintain
Just over.
9,500.
Descend and maintain 9,500, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, descend and maintain 9,000.
Descend and maintain 9,000, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
X-Ray Golf Sierra, descend and maintain 7,000.
That was a
Descend
lot
and
of
maintain
instructions all
7,000,
in,
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
what, a minute?
X-Ray Golf Sierra, descend and maintain 3,000.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 3,000, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
I think it knows from the flight plan what we should be doing. Maybe
X-Ray
because I've
Golf
adjusted it, I
Sierra,
don't
maintain
know,
present
but
heading and altitude. Contact Memphis Tower on 119.7.
we're hunky-dory. We're
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on
Sending at a nice rate, so
119.7,
we're
X-Ray
okay.
Golf Sierra. Memphis Tower, Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, 42 miles northeast. Inbound eyes runway 18 left approach. Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, Memphis Tower. Altimeter tree 012, cleared ILS runway 18 left approach. Cleared ILS runway 18 left approach. X-Ray Golf Sierra.
So we've got a top of descent or the bottom of descent not too far away. So I'll maybe just keep you all here and we'll just do this approach together then, shall we? All my memory items here in my checklist, because I think I've done most of them while I was coming down and while ATC was having a hairy canary. I thought that bit was funny, so that's why I left it in. I had to, but I think that could have been part of my flight plan and all that jargon. It's not a huge issue. I'm glad I had my co-pilot to sort me out. I brought you back at this stage here because I didn't want to put the full approach in, but the reason I've got my landing gear down and you can hear the noises there as well as you can see there clearly, I was starting to run out of fuel, so I've miscalculated somewhere my fuel process on this flight. So, or maybe I've done something else wrong, I don't know, maybe part of the start configuration, I don't know, but I've got my gear down for the reason that we might need to glide down if we run out of fuel. So that was in preparation for that kind of landing happening. So I'm hoping that we can get ourselves round and onto this localizer and join the cloud path successfully and actually land where we're supposed to be landing. That's the process here. Done all my landing configurations and all that jargon, so I've got my speed, all bugs all connected for what we need to come down with. Normally I would record all that bit as well, but like I said, I just wanted to cut down a wee bit more of this video just to let you see. Little turn in a wee second. We should see the airport in sight. Partly me as well, getting more flaps and things down just a wee bit too early. But then again, I think it was that fuel that was driving my mind here at the moment. Because in the grand scheme of things, I'm still responsible for these golfers in the back. So I need to get them to their destination. Over there somewhere. Here we go, we're turning round onto the final. I think it'll be long final, don't it'll be short final, no, it'll be long final, won't it? Fingers crossed, we should actually see the runway straight ahead of us. As it is, look at it. It just amazes you even more and more. Airport in sight. There we go. Even though I'm configured way too early, we're still on a reasonably controlled version of coming down here, but more or less our start is stabilised in a way. Isn't it? I don't think I've flown on this side of, because that's what I like about all these achievements and doing stuff with all my other career and all that. It's given me places that I've never flown to, and they're actually realistic places to go to. So I like the in-sim career. I like a wee bit more as well. So loving getting all these wee achievements gives me a sense of satisfaction at the end of the day. Seen that with my previous videos before, that's what I wanted. Sorry if I keep you on this long boring journey, but it's a nice beautiful day out there, you can see quite far ahead. We don't really need to use my Garmin's, but considering my fuel situation here and considering everything else, we just need to not get that plane-itis thing getting down in the plane, but just land safely is all I want at this present stage. Fingers crossed. Landing safely part is actually on the runway. That's what I'm hoping for. See quite a good bit as well. Yeah. Bad. Oh, the bit of the grub. Look. Whoops. They should have right enough because they've got a tournament to go ahead for. So coming in here. Just have to double check on my plane. Yep, we're still hunky-dory. Hunky-dory out here too. All we need to do now is just no bounces. Soft landing, or reasonable landing I should say. I don't care what the frame rate is, I just want to be able to land. That's my aim. Not flying. So maybe just short of 2 hours. Was it just short of 2 hours for this flight? I can't remember. If I can check my logbook afterwards, but Matched it did fulfil the criteria. It did fulfil the criteria, I should say. So,
X-ray Golf Sierra, wind 192 at 19er, clear to land runway 18 left. Clear to land runway 18 left, X-ray Golf Sierra.
and have a dozy. Wish me luck, folks. Fingers and toes crossed. Actually make it all the way over here. It's looking good so far.
One thousand.
Oh, bit of turbulence. Whoa. Is that just me and my yoke? Maybe just me adjusting myself and my yoke again, I think. It's the shorter of the two runways, but it's also the best one that was for approaches and things at that present time. So there's still plenty of runway for us. Once we get our ground flaps on, we can stop this thing pretty quickly, so it's not too bad. So we don't need this full runway anyway.
Autopilot.
X-ray Golf Sierra, turn next taxiway.
Well then, we made it successfully. We're down in one piece. And we've stopped pretty fast. Ready to go round to the taxi ramp. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the little flight. I will show you
X-ray
that
Golf
achievement, don't
Sierra,
worry.
contact ground on 121.9er. Going to 121.9er, X-ray Golf Sierra.
Let's get our taxi instructions. This is top one. Exit to parking, thank you very much.
Memphis ground, Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra. Request taxi to parking.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra, taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo.
Although we've landed here,
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Echo, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
hardly any fuel. There's been flights that I've done. I've came down, got myself into, passed off the runway, and my guide has automatically done it for me. I've not had to ask ATC for a taxi, but it directs me right to the fuel tank, saying, "Here you go, there's the fuel. I think you need to fill up." So I was actually surprised that that didn't happen on this flight here. But you'll probably see that again some other time when I fly. But I think that was funny. You land with hardly in the fuel and it knows. Goes, "Here you go, there's your fuel box." It's quite funny, to be fair. I do like it. So I just taxi like this thinking I'm going to space. And it's always at the last wee minute of the moment that I realise, oh wait a minute, you're not taking me to a spot, you're taking me to the fuel box. But this has got a big, good GA area here, which you'll see in a wee second. This window. It's a nice big ramp. It's quite nice actually. Flying into these airports, and this still defaults to the scenery. Anytime I do a flight, I'll tell you when I've done a payware or anything, but it's all just been default. Looks like our spot over here. That's where we did sit and wait on us. Like I said, I hope you all enjoyed my antics again in the flights, so you can like do that YouTube stuff and do the like and share and all that jargon, and comment down below and subscribe and whatever you whatnot need to do. And for the future videos, I will be doing another 2 championships for this achievement at some stage. Don't know when, but I will. And when I do, maybe make a wee playlist of all 3 of them, I think. And we'll group them all together. But until then, I think we've just about completed this one. You did see at the start of the video that I had to be green, that I had a wee tick against it, so that obviously says, yeah, we did complete it. I always like to come in, park, secure my plane, switch everything off, and then that's when I go in to see how we've done and how FSHub has recorded it all. Okay then, so let's just park up here, do my rigmarole to shut it all down, but there you go, so let's get ourselves out of here. Yeah. Okie shut the door, make sure the plane's all secure, have a wee peek. Yep, and I'm sure you're all dying to know that achievement had been achieved. So without further ado, here we go. Just brought up the screen for you. Was completed. We did fly this in 12.3 Pro. I know it's not uploaded in that day, but there you go. That was the criteria. 5 professional golfers and encouraged from one tournament to the next. Only private jets are allowed to use the VIP service. So to fly from KGSO to KMEM, which we've done successfully without exceeding 600 nautical miles, which is my flight plan was configured correctly, and it was between that 1 and 2 hours. So I can't remember from, in fact, no, I'll not bother because I think I've got other flights on there at the same time. But it did match the criteria because we've completed it. But thank you very much for this little achievement. And until the next time, we shall see you all again very, very soon.